You might think the term affordable luxury sedan is an oxymoron, but I don't think it's the case, and proof of this is a lovely Chrysler 300. Today we're talking about this beautiful 2022 example. We recently took it on trade. Local 100 clean Carfax, only 6,047 miles at the time of making this video. We're also dealing with some crazy weather. It's not sure if it wants to rain or if the sun wants to come out, but looks like the sun's coming out, so that's good. But 30 seconds ago is downpouring, so just in time for me to continue this video. Okay, so we have this beautiful example of a 2022 Chrysler 300. If you're in the market for mid-sized luxury sedans, there's not a huge assortment of them out there. And the European choices are pretty nice. You have, like big nameplates like the BMW 5 Series and the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, but a 2022 E-Class or 5 Series with 6,000 miles on it's gonna be pretty pricey, or the Chrysler 300 is an affordable proposition. This is a lovely clean Carfax example. We can see it's relatively fuel efficient, 19 city, 30 miles per gallon highway, averaging right around 23 with the help of an awesome Torque Flight 8-speed automatic transmission. You have lots of standard equipment on the Chrysler 300. This particular one's a 300 Touring L. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This also has some additional features on it. This has the customer preferred package 2EF, which was about a $3,500 option package, giving you the popular equipment group. That gives you a dual panel sunroof, GPS navigation, 9-speaker premium Alpine sound system with a 506 watt amplifier, and then you have a Uconnect navigation system of an 8.4 inch display. That all comes with the popular equipment group. So even though the Chrysler 300 is an American brand, it's an American vehicle, this does actually have some roots going back to Mercedes. Back when the Chrysler 300 first came out, it actually really kind of set the world on fire, Motor Trend Car of the Year. They were pretty popular. You'd see a lot of football players and athletes. They like to put like the Bentley grills on them and have like these wraps, giving them like two-tone color combinations. The 300s are really popular, really cool. They've been out for a while, so maybe like the novelty has worn off a little bit, because when they came out, it was really kind of an amazing design, especially from Chrysler. They were considered like more conservative as far as their styling goes with their previous like LH platform cars like the Concorde, LHS, the 300M, not to be confused with the 300. Where when the 300 was reintroduced, it had styling that almost looked like a Bentley or Rolls-Royce, really kind of futuristic, and it still has that same cool Bentley Rolls-Royce inspired styling. I can't talk today. But the real thing that kind of made it a success was getting away from that front-wheel drive platform and going to a rear-wheel drive platform. Well, at the time, Chrysler did not have a rear-wheel drive platform for cars to use for a luxury sedan like this. And at the time, they actually were merged with Mercedes. It was Daimler-Benz, I think, was the name of the partnership. A few later on, they ended up breaking up, unfortunately. But one of the great benefits of that marriage is when developing the 300, they borrowed the underpinnings from an older generation Mercedes-Benz E-Class. So, who makes awesome, refined rear-wheel drive sedans? Mercedes does. So. A lot of the architecture, the design of this rear-wheel drive platform is borrowed from the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, and that's why it's such a great, solid platform. And really, when you deal with driving enjoyment and balance, rear-wheel drive is generally better than front-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive is more of an economical thing. It's cheaper to maintain because you can have the engine and transmission next to each other, freeing up more interior space. It's probably, it's going to be less costly to produce than having a rear-wheel drive vehicle where you have the transmission behind the engine and you have a drive shaft going through. That takes away interior space and makes building it more complex. But rear-wheel drive is better balanced. That's why most, premium vehicles are on rear-wheel drive platforms. Most race cars, most performance cars are generally rear-wheel drive for a very good reason. The Chrysler 300 really is a beautiful vehicle. I love the steering wheel. Really nice high-grade materials. The look and feel is very nice. I love the kind of the indigo color of the gauge cluster. You have a great infotainment system, beautiful wood trim. A nice rotary dial to use the 8-speed automatic transmission. So you have park, reverse, neutral, drive, and that's for low gears, like for going downhill in the snow, taking advantage of engine braking situations like that. We have heated seats. We have navigation, of course. We have a rear parking camera. I love the analog clock. It's a nice, elegant touch. This one has a nice Panameric sunroof to allow lots of natural light on the inside. It opens, and it also has a power sunshade to dim things down if it gets too bright, but we'll leave that open for now. Really nice interior. I'm not sure if this is leather and synthetic leather. I mean, if you really can't tell the difference, I guess what does it really matter then, right? Feels nice, looks nice. Great color combination on this 300. On white on this kind of dark charcoal interior. Oh, don't want to lose my glove. And I love these black, well, not black wheels, but kind of like a gray tinted wheel. These 20-inch wheels really kind of make the whole look of this Chrysler 300. It's a nice contrast with the white. I like the black grille. Really great styling. I love the styling, the front end styling of the 300. It's a really nice looking vehicle. This is a really clean example. I mean, with 6,000 miles being a 2022, there is hardly a mark on it. And the nice thing about being a large sedan is you have lots of interior space. Even someone like me who's 6'2", sitting in the back seat, I have very comfortable accommodations back here. USB connectivity for the rear passengers, and that Panameric roof definitely benefits the rear passengers as well. Also, one of the dividends of being a large sedan is you have a large trunk. I mean, that's an absolutely massive trunk, and of course you can fold down the seats for more cargo space. There's a subwoofer for the Alpine sound system. We have some great promotions going on right now. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler. We can tow it to you. So over mobile delivery service, this beautiful 300 can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. For an engine, we have the very familiar Pentastar 3.6 liter V6. You can find this in a wide variety of Chrysler products. They put it in the Rams, they put it in the Durango, they put it in the Jeep Cherokee, the Grand Cherokee. Man, I could go on forever. The Challenger, the Charger. It's a very popular engine in the Chrysler brand. Not very complex, not expensive to maintain, unlike European luxury brands. And it makes a good amount of power, 300 horsepower from a V6 engine. It's plenty of power for a vehicle like this. Obviously, you can get these with larger engines, V8s and stuff, but I mean, unless you're really gonna be performance driving, 300 horsepower is plenty, and it's also really fuel efficient. Thanks for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully see you soon, and have a wonderful day.